Good morning, Wiggle here. Sunday the 26th. So I've never really had much given to me in my life, and boo-hoo. That's not really what I'm saying. But I am saying that this little Toyota here was given to me by a friend, old Mr. Tom. He died. He was a friend here. He volunteered around here from time to time. He just came out and helped me out. He came and helped me out once in a big way when I was out of town and my wife was having trouble. And he showed up, and he was just an old timer, different generation, nice, kind old man. And he used to say, "Man, working for you, it's high mileage," because something to that effect. Because I was always wandering around looking for stuff that I lost. Or misplaced, or it was over here on another project or whatever. Always needed a tool here, there, and everywhere. And we walk around the land. So now I got this old Toyota here. I'm going to make a mobile toolbox out of it in honor of old Mr. Tom. I'd say one of the words of wisdom, there's 3 idioms I got from him. I wish I could remember them all right now, but one of them was, I just remember he said, "The only thing that beats a fail is a try." And I'm saying, yeah, there's a lot of wisdom in that. A lot of wisdom in that. So anyway, in order to reduce the mileage, and I was just wandering around here needlessly looking for stuff, I'm going to make a portable toolbox out of this old car of Tom's. I'm not going to get it on the road and keep the street legal and put tags. I'm just going to drive it around on the land. Kind of the same thing I've been doing with this Pilot. The Pilot has seats in it back though. And this has transmission troubles, and it's cost more to fix than it's really worth. So I've been using this too. But I'll use this more of a just transport around, rather than so much toolbox. It's not set up right really. So this old Toyota doesn't have any seats in it. In the back, they're gone when I got it. So I'm going to put all of my hand tools type things in here. I'm going to put a little tool chest in here with my wrenches in it, and try to get all of my stuff kind of in one place. And we're driving around, and I got this rack on here, so I'm going to put some solar panels up there and put a charger, a little tiny solar system to like recharge batteries and stuff. And the batteries, the actual 12-volt battery, and this is weak, so I could use it to charge that as well. I'll hook the solar batteries to the battery to keep them topped off, and then I'll pull a small inverter off of there to charge batteries and stuff. So I thought that was a cool project. And it's 70 degrees today almost. It's unbelievable. So I just want to be out here working. So one of my projects today will be this, just getting it organized. Then I'm going to take you out here in the garden. I'm going to get my flamethrower. I've got these holes where I know rats are living, and I'm going to take my dog out there. I'm going to take my flamethrower out there, and we're going to try to get rid of some rats. They're chewing on my plants, and you just have to reduce the population. I know it sounds harsh, but you're not going to endanger them. There are going to be plenty of them, and if they're a nuisance, they need to go away. And I'm also going to put some cold frames around my rosemary out there in my time, just give them a chance to live. I'm just going to be out in the sun today. It is beautiful. So I'm going to do a little organizing, a little garden work. And I'm also perhaps going to put a pole up over there for my meat locker. But that's in the shady part, so I don't know. I want to be out in the sun while it's nice. So anyway, I'll show you when I start chasing those rats out. It also occurs to me I should update you on the old loader here. That's another thing I got to do is get the fender back on it, the cover. Got it running. I got it running. Got it started. We had to get all the air out of the fuel system, so that was a lot of turning the motor over. And in that case, when we were turning the motor over, I charged the batteries up all the way. Probably hadn't been like that in a while. And anyway, I'm trying to start. Well, before I even started to start it, I just hooked it up, and this caught on fire right here. This is called a solenoid switch, which I thought the starter solenoid was a switch, but I guess with this 24-volt system, this switch runs to the solenoid. So I burned up a few wires, and I burned up the switch itself, And it's kind of a generic part, thankfully, so I just ordered it on eBay. It has a very wide application, so I didn't have to go to Case to get it or anything, so I saved a ton. And I was happy to do that. So what I think happened when I was cleaning up here, spraying the brake cleaner and all that, it just got down here and ate what was left of the insulation on a few of these really bad wires, and something shorted out, caught on fire. So yeah, I come over here and this thing, fire. Great. But I got it all fixed. And we got it started and it's running, but now we're low on transmission fluid. So this thing, engine's running just nice, and then you're giving it gas and it's not even moving. I'm like, what now? So it's the, just need to get the right kind of transmission fluid for it. And I'm gonna get another what do you call it? U-bolt. Just a generic U-bolt. Stand this. This is obviously not very acceptable here. So we gotta get that clamped down and back in service. But yeah, the old beast is running again. I spent maybe, well, I had to buy torque wrench. I ended up buying 2 torque wrenches, so I spent like $400. The gasket was $150, $25 for that other part. Then the head was, what was it, 80 and 40, 120. So 120 and 175 is 300, and I bought brake cleaner and some silicone, and just, I mean, it was, well, I guess I would say it's under 350. I bought a couple bolts. So probably a $3,000 job. I did it. And this old loader, I paid $6,500 for it, and it had a head problem when I bought it, had gasket problem. And now with this repair, we're probably looking at a $15,000 machine. So, and it wouldn't have been worth anything with a blown head on it. Nobody would have touched it. So, came out ahead on it. I'm just thankful to have this thing. It's a workhorse for sure. So, as soon as I get some transmission fluid, we're gonna move the hay out of the front yard, move the corral panels, get these cows out of the front so they quit messing up everything. They just rub against things. They broke something. Yeah, yesterday I had no water. Wake up, quote unquote, Christmas morning, no water. They had snapped off. Let me show you. This is an old broken water hydrant here, sticking up out of the ground. I've always meant to try to rebuild it because I got the head for it and get parts. I just never did. Anyway, this pipe was sitting on there, so they thought they'd rub on it, and they broke it off, so the water's flooding everywhere. 1-inch pipe. I just don't have a 1-inch cap anywhere. There's just no reason to have a 1-inch cap, really. So I ended up bringing up, I had all this on hand, 1 inch to 1 inch, 3/4, no, 1 inch male, female to male, put a 1 inch to 1/2 inch reducer threaded in there, and then I threaded just a regular old boiler valve. It's got water, not that we really want that, and this will probably freeze. I will get a cap. But anyway, there's 0 water pressure yesterday morning when I was trying to make my coffee. It's just utter disaster. I'm not here to see this water. It was weird, even with something broken, that tank should be putting water in the house. When there's no water, you know something's really wrong. But I got that fixed. Christmas crisis. I'm gonna go get these rats. Oh yeah, I'm glad I came over here. This is where we're putting posts. I'm gonna put one in here for the wall, and we're gonna get some of that dirt back out of there. And that will support my trolley for my half carcass to go in. So I want to get that other post in there, and since we have this hole, I'm going to go ahead and put 2 posts in. So I also got to go over on the sawmill, and I was going to chop those flaring ends of those logs off and then get these posts in. I'll probably do it today, later on after breakfast. And another project that just came to mind, I'm going to try to tackle this today. I had gotten this in my riding lawnmower, which I don't really use to cut grass, but I was going to use it to pull this thing around. But it needs work, like everything. I need to fix it, get it running. Well, that little, Tom's little car there has a little trailer hitch on it. So I'm going to put an 1 7/8" ball on this thing instead of that little pin. And that way that little bitty Rav can just pull this thing around. A very handy wagon. It's like a giant wheelbarrow, but you can use a car to move it. And that little car will get back in wherever you really need to. I might be able to get that thing in the garden, so it's not very wide, small footprint. So I'm going to get this thing working to help us move firewood. I mean, this is just endlessly one of the most useful tools on the homestead, in my opinion, is a wheelbarrow or a cart or, you know, a dolly, all of that. But this kind of does all of that. This is like 10 cubic feet or something like that, and it's supposedly pretty durable and well rated. At least it won't rust out on me. So I'm going to get that hitch on today as well. Just wanted to share that with you. All right, here we are with the flamethrower and the rat terrier. And there is definitely evidence of a rat digging down into my Doobie! Get him, Doobie! Oh! You missed him! Get him, Doobie! Get him! Did you find him? Not the greatest camera work. It's exciting though. Let's get him, Doobie. Let's get that rat. Is he underneath there? You ready? Let's get him. Hey, ready? Get him. Good boy. You teach that rat a lesson. Good boy, Doobie. Good boy. Teach him. Come here, good boy, good boy. That's it. Ooh, that was a head crunch. Good boy, Doobie. Here, you want to tape it?
I think a rat did run out and Doobie tried to get it, but then it ran back in. So he was preoccupied when you were doing the other one.
Come on. Guess which one did he run out of your face?
There's two of them. I don't know.
Those are connected. They're obviously not supposed to be connected, but they have a sense tunnel between them. Alright, let's see if we can get the dog to cooperate over here.
Doobie. Good boy.
Definitely coming here. Come on. Ready?
Make sure not to light the dog on fire.
We'll get him out, Doobie. steady as possible. Here we go, Doobie. Well, they're either dead or not in there. Let's find another one. That's it, Doobie. We're going to try this one. Nothing, huh?
I didn't see where they're coming out of.
Well, it was worth a try. Those are definitely holes. We might have got them. They might not have come out. Be nice, at least nice to smell some burning air or something. That was the ones I saw yesterday. Shut it off.